Welcome back to another episode of Do You Binge? So I went to see him, which is in theaters today. It came out today. It's in theaters. So if you didn't get your ticket to go see the movie, you should go see the movie. It's in theaters right now and it's playing, bro. So I was very like interested in seeing this movie definitely because of like I was looking at the trailers and like the visuals, bro. The visuals, bro, was like very like weird and cool at the same time. So that's really drew me in to really see like what this movie was gonna be about for me. Um, mm, 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 but yeah, so this movie stars Marlon Wayans and Tyreek Weathers. Marlon Wayans plays Isaiah White in the movie, and Tyreek Weathers plays Cameron. So so Isaiah White is like about to be retired football player. He's like the GOAT. He's been the GOAT for a minute type shit. But like he ended like his career with like a bad injury. And Cameron is an upcoming superstar in football. He been watching Isaiah White ever since he was a kid, talking about some yo bro, yo, it's my GOAT, that's my idol. I'm trying to be like Isaiah White. And so he done work hard. He done learn how to play football, and he done worked his way up to the divisions in school, and then now he's about to hopefully start off his NFL career. Or in this movie I feel like it's FNL because it's a movie. So word. So like one day he was practicing and shit, and then he had like a really bad like injury, and he's like, "Damn, bro, my football career might be over and shit. Like, damn, bro, what am I gonna do, man? I've been working hard for this ever since I was a kid. I thought I was about to be an OG NFL quarterback and get all the Super Bowls, win all the Super Bowls and shit. And so he a little sad in the beginning until like he got this phone call, and he's like, "Yo, bro, I got this phone call, and it's Isaiah White. Isaiah White done invite him to his house, talking about some, yo, bro, I've been watching you, and you definitely could be the next OG GOAT quarterback of the FNL type shit." And he's like, "Yo, bro, you my idol, bro. What the fuck, bro? You really invited me to your crib and shit." And he was like, "Yo, bro, why did you invite me to your crib and shit?" And then Isaiah White was like, "Yo, bro, cause like you was really good, and I feel like I'm gonna train you, and I'm gonna make you like lit, cause like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had like a bad injury last season, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like it's time for me to retire, but like I feel like like I'm watching you, and I see like you have the potential to become an OG coach, QB, and the FNL type shit." And so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna show you, like I'm gonna train you for a week, and we're gonna get you like ready to become the OG GOAT QB and the FNL type shit. And so that's like the movie start. That's where the movie started, right? So he pull up to the crib, and first day it was like regular drills and shit. Like he looking at him talking about something. "Can you throw a football for real, bro?" And he like, "Yeah, of course I can throw a football for real, bro." And then he done passed the first day, and then like every day after that, shit got weird and weird and weirder. Um, so like it's just like mad weird shit that started happening after the first day. The first day was regular, and every like day after that, it's just shit just got fucking weird. So like niggas started like taking like super soldier serum in their bloodstream to make them run faster and shit like that. Just mad weird shit and mad weird visuals and stuff. Feel me? Word. So yeah, so he goes like through like the week training, and like each day that went on, like Isaiah White fucking with his head and shit, talking about some, "Yo, I don't know if you really the GOAT for real, bro. You really the GOAT for real?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm the GOAT for real." And he's like, "Well, if you the GOAT for real, you better sit in this ice bath for the next 5 hours." Talking about you the GOAT for real, but you can't sit in an ice bath for the next 5 hours. And then Cameron's like, "Nah, I am the GOAT for real. I'm about to sit in this ice bath for the next 5 hours," type shit. Feel me? So, so this movie, like, it's like very it's really focuses on like like what how far are you willing to go to be the best, right? So Isaiah White saw a lot of potential in Cameron, and he does have a lot of potential, but he like the whole movie, he was really trying to bring out that beast out of him because he wasn't really seeing that beast in Cameron. You feel me? So all the trainings, all the different days, all the weird shit that niggas was doing was really Isaiah White trying to bring the beast out of Cameron because he didn't really see that beast in Cameron type shit. You feel me? Um, but yeah, so it's like it really focuses on like what it takes to be the best. But I feel like Cameron, like he's starting off and he's like he has a love for the sport and shit like that. And he thought he was about to go in there and he thought he was about to play to be the best type shit. And now being face to face with like one of the like superstars that he really looked up to and seeing all like the shit that goes on behind the scenes and what it takes to be the best QB OG football in the FNL, like he's like, yo bro, I don't know if I really trying to do this. Like I know it requires drinking blood, doing weird ass sacrifices, running in the middle of deserts and all that shit, right? So he's like he a little hesitant in the movie. Like he still got the love for the sport, but he like he was wrestling with the fact that is he gonna let himself drift down this weird, strange fucking path that Isaiah White done drifted down for him to become the greatest QB of the FNL. And I ain't gonna lie, like I feel like it's also like a cautionary tale, even though like you have like like superstars that you look up to doesn't necessarily mean that you gotta follow those superstars to the T. You feel me? I feel like I feel like a game like especially in a sport like football, like there are different ways and different paths for you to reach greatness. You feel me? It doesn't really have to mimic to like you really gotta mimic like a person in the sport that really found greatness the way they found it. Cause I ain't gonna lie, that's it's a little redundant. And to be honest with you, if you following somebody in the same sport that you're following, then like every time niggas talk about you, they gonna bring up the next nigga that you was following. So not now niggas is really ain't talking about you by yourself. They just talking about you and the nigga that you followed to become the greatness that you are. So I feel like yeah, you could like get some pointers and shit from like your like your goat and shit. But like I don't think like and you can get trained by your goat and shit, but I feel like you also gotta contribute something new to whatever the fuck y'all niggas is doing. You feel me? Cause like I feel like that's like something for like the nigga that's coming up to tell niggas. You feel me? When niggas start talking about you like by yourself, you be like, yeah, of course, but like you feel me? But I looked up to this person, and I drew shit from this person, and that's why niggas is talking about me. You feel me? Because you don't want to like follow the nigga that like you look up to, then like when niggas bring your name up, then they talking about you and the nigga that you was following type shit. You feel me? So it's also like the movie sort of like touching that shit. Like, is he is the him is he really him or is he him number two type shit? Like, and I was sitting there trying to figure out is he him or is he him number two? Because like you can't really be him number two. You just gotta be him. Just gotta be him, and not him number two. And even in the movie, Isaiah White kind of touched upon this too, talking about something. Even though I invited you to my crib and I'm training you, but like I really want you to be me, nigga, because that's fucking me. Like he said something to him. He said like, even though I'm doing all this, but you still gotta find like your own path to be the best type shit. Feel me? And I was like, oh, word, word. So it was really cool to see like the dynamic because like he like about to like retire and shit, but he still like his love for the game was like even though I'm about to retire, I'm like the OG QB of the FNL, and I'm about to retire. After I leave, who's gonna be the QB OG of the FNL? So that's why he done bought Cameron under his wing to train him. But at the same time, niggas is like, but like You're not Isaiah White, feel me? Cameron type shit. Cameron type shit. And another point, like I like the little another interesting aspect I liked about this movie is the fact like throughout all the training sessions and all the days and all the shit that they did, it was like really heavily focused on like crafting like a fucking perfect like human body. You feel me? Like that shit like a really like they really focus on the body a lot. You see, I mean, of course, it's like it's a sport of football. You know, you gotta be in tip top. You gotta be in tip top shape at all times. You feel me? Because that's gonna help you perform to your best of your ability. To like your eyes, your muscles, and and the blood and the sort of oxygen shit that you take in to like make sure like your body is like optimal performance type shit. And which is a little like kind of like we call that we call that which is like because like you feel me, it's a really rough sport. And so like of course like your body is gonna like be worn down and torn down and eventually like you're gonna slow down. But like it's like it was really cool to see like even though they train and to be tough, like they're like, oh, you gotta be tough, you gotta be like, oh yeah, you gotta throw the fucking football and shit. But at the same time though, you gotta make sure you take like good care of your body. And which is like it's like a there's like a word for that, which I don't know what the fuck it is at the moment. But it's like it was like very like it's like how do you do that? How do you be the greatest OG QB of the FNL, which requires you to play at your peak top performance ability, and which requires you to get down and like rough and dirty in the sport of football, but at the same time also make sure that your body is like optimal and in great condition. So it's like, nigga, you want me to be all rough and hard and shit, but at the same time, you talking about some like every aspect of my body gotta be like perfect and shit. Like how the fuck do you do that? And I feel like throughout all this shit that niggas was going through, I feel like that was like the underneath shit that niggas like Cameron had to figure out for himself type shit. You feel me? That I feel like that's what he had to figure out for himself. I feel like that's the shit that like niggas was trying to let him know without letting him know. You feel me? Because like even like Isaiah, he was like, "Damn, bro, I'm really upset that I fucked up. I got this injury, it fucked me up. I can't play the sport of football, and I gotta retire and shit. I'm really pissed off and shit like that." But like at the same time, like you gotta like play like you gotta like play in a way that like niggas know like when you step on the field like yo this nigga down and ready for business. But at the same time you gotta let niggas know even though I'm down ready for business, y'all niggas not fucking with my body type shit. Because if y'all niggas fuck with my body, then I gotta retire and I ain't having that shit. Motherfuckers gonna end my career? I think not type shit. So uh yeah, so it's like how far are you willing to go without fucking up your body type shit. You feel me? Like how far like to be the greatest, you gotta play hard, but like to be the greatest, you gotta play hard, but you also gotta be able to play. You also gotta be able to play. Like niggas talking about something you gotta play hard, but like at the end of the day, like niggas like you play hard and you done fucked up your throwing arm, then nigga you fucked, bro. Like you feel me? Like you fuck like so it's like I feel like you gotta like I feel like throughout all this shit, niggas was teaching them that like you gotta find like the perfect balance. You gotta in this game of football, you gotta find like the perfect balance that will allow you to play, allow you to rise to stardom, allow you to be the greatest without fucking up your goods. You feel me? Without fucking up your goods. And I feel like throughout this movie, you saw the jealousy coming out of like Isaiah White while looking at Cameron talking about some damn bro, this nigga really about to, you know, be the OG QB of the FNL, and I'm gonna be sitting at home watching tapes and shit. Nigga don't want to sit at home and watch tapes. Niggas want to be in the field playing football, but niggas can't do that because nigga done fucked up, I don't know, a muscle or some shit, and now niggas gotta retire. You feel me? So I felt like even though niggas was training him, niggas was kind of jealous because I felt like the trainings didn't have to be that fucking weird and that fucking like hard and that fucking serious and that fucking like you feel me? I felt like niggas was trying to like have him play football, but like also when he starts playing football, you know, have like a decent like shape, a decent form. So like niggas can't like speak about him and then also speak about him in the same sentence type shit. You feel me? So yeah, so I felt like this movie was really good. Like I felt like in a sport like this, like you should always strive for greatness, which also means, you know, you gotta put in the motherfucking work. You gotta actually sit down and fucking, you know, learn your goddamn plays so you can play good, but at the same time you could come back and play the next week and next week and next week and next season and next season, but also add on your own style, your own flair into the shit. So when niggas talk about you, niggas not talking about you and your motherfucking goat. You feel me? So yeah, that was the movie. That was the movie Him. So if you haven't seen the movie Hymns, you get your ticket, go see the movie Him. Um yeah, like it takes place in the span of a week. Watching Isaiah, I mean not Isaiah, Cameron, you know, starting off as a upcoming football player that loves the sport, but really now that he about to actually um join the sport, like he really gotta like switch thinking to, okay, I have a love for the sport, and that's what got me here. But now it's like, what the fuck are you about to contribute to the sport? Like, do you really want to be him, or do you really want to be him number two? Mm, do you want to be him, or do you want to be him number two type shit? Or shit. Yeah, so go see the movie, bro. Go see the movie Him, man. It starts Tyreek Weathers and Marlon Wayans is playing in theaters. Um, let me know what you think about the movie after you done seen it. Oh, I always leave you all with a question. Um, what's the question for this movie, man? What's the question for this movie? See, I niggas could ponder. Niggas done watch this movie, bro. Um, mm, mm. Okay, after okay, so if you was like in the shoes of Cameron, bro, and you done like seen like, you know met like the person that you looked up to, you seen like what they had to do to become like the greatest OG QB of the FNL, and then they don't like showed you that shit, right? Um, fuck, what was this question going? Yeah, what's this question go? Like, that's a dumb question. Hold on, it's a dumb question. I mean, like, I started saying the question, but then like I I don't know how to end it. Um, damn, what's the question for this movie? What the fuck is the question for this movie? um, him, him. Okay, I got a question. I got a question. Question. So after you done seen, no, it's a dumb question. Hold on, no. Fuck. There's a question for this movie, bro. Shit, call him. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The title's lit. The title, the title lit, bro. The title called him, bro. All right, here's a question for this movie. So after you done seen this movie, would you want to be him? You want to be him? Follow me now. Follow me now. Follow me now. After you done watch this movie, you'll come back and tell me you don't watch this movie. Would you want to be him? Would you want to be he? Would you want to be her? Or would you want to be they? Or would you want to be whole? You want to be him, he, they, or whole? And with that, go watch this movie. Facts.